inside. Yeah. No, it's big in the back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Something about the soccer ball is that because these elephants eventually go back into the wild, we don't allow them to stay with these artificial toys for a long period of time because they eventually get attached to the toys, and when they go back into the wild, when they're really attached to the soccer ball, what will happen is that we shall have to be buying a large number of soccer balls.
Take an airplane out and drop soccer balls.
Yeah, that would be so natural against the other wild elephants. Because one is to be integrated into one particular wild herd when they're eventually back in the wild. So we want to play soccer a lot of times here, and we always want to have the soccer ball close to her, but we just give her for something like 10 to 20 minutes. And the rest of the day we allow them to play with natural things like sticks, maybe stones, and allow them just to move up and down, or maybe chase each other, because they can be doing that in the wild without us being there. So I was just talking about the blanket. This is just to keep them warm. When we are comfortable that they have the environment around them is just warm, we get the blankets off them and just allow them to play up and down. And when they're in the wild, this doesn't happen. I guess you have never seen a mother elephant, in a supermarket pulling a trolley full of blankets for the baby, because they know how well they can take care of their own babies in the wild. In the wild, just to make sure that the mother, that the babies are always warm, they always sleep close to them, and that way they transfer their body heat to the big ones, and that they don't get exposed to a cold environment. Again, once a week, we always apply coconut oil on their skin, just to make sure they have a moist skin, or all types that they can't actually rubbing themselves against surfaces. It doesn't matter how smooth or maybe how rough it is. And a small scratch on the skin can easily become a wound, and a wound actually in elephants actually take a very long period of time, just because the skin is always so much bare. And again, they keep on playing up and rubbing themselves and scratching themselves. A small wound, if left unattended, can easily become skin cancer, eventually killing the elephant. So just to make sure that when they're playing, they don't get direct scratches to their body, we always apply the coconut oil on their skin. So once a week, something like Friday, you'll find our elephants really oily. The only oily elephants in the whole planet are usually found here once a week, sometimes every Friday, maybe sometimes on Wednesday when we have to do it. So I'll just talk about this lady here. Her name is Lesandro. She's approximately 8 months old, and when I'm talking about their ages, I will always be saying approximately. It's just because these elephants were born in the wild, and they always do this terrible. She's approximately 8 months old, and you just looked at her ears. Part of her ears are missing. She was rescued in Samburu. Samburu is the northern part of Kenya. She was rescued by people who live in that place there. And when she was rescued, according to the traditions of these people, is that when they get a new livestock, they have to put marks on their ears. So eventually she was bleeding all over. The only thing that we have as a problem with her is the upper part of the right ear, which is actually swollen. It's believed it's an infection she got from the knife that these people were using, but eventually she's actually healed the left ear well. And female elephants are usually born with maternal instinct. So at the moment, she's playing the mother to the little one down there, very, very protective of her. She always wants to be close to her. We've always tried getting permission from her when we want to take a closer examination on the baby there, but we have never gotten any. So sometimes when you want to get close to the baby, when you want to do a medical examination on the baby, protective of the baby all the time. Not so with the bulls that we have. Bulls are usually born with this instinct in them that always drives them to have a particular status, or maybe a rank in a group. And we have Shimba there. Shimba will always want to tell everyone how big he is. He's approximately 9 months old, the oldest in his group here, and he's living the best part of his life here because you never find a 9-month-old bull in the wild, having a dominant role in a group like he's doing at the moment. And what he will always want to do is always pick a very big branch to his mouth, just as a way of portraying to the other babies that I'm really grown up, I can take really big stuff, like the leaves and all that. And sometimes when he comes close to the baby, he always want to bully them just because.
Oh, I got 2 pictures of them drinking.
Is that ever good?
Can I get in there and see?
That was loud.
He's happy.
I got some really good. I would be okay.
Yeah, we attribute her being abandoned to human-wildlife conflict. Yeah, because there are some times when animals become problem animals. Yeah, and this is when they start invading people's farms. Yeah, and it happened that the herd that she was in was chased away by angry villagers, and there was a stampede. Yeah, and the mother died. Yeah, after being trampled on because McKenna was too young and the mother had just given birth, so she was very weak. Yeah, then we have...
The mother was trampled by other elephants?
Yeah, by other elephants. Yeah, and then we have...
You guys want to get in there? Ellen, you want to get in there?
Look at the big guys
You sure you don't want to get in there? It'd be a great picture.
Oh, right, okay. It's the hope if they drink fast, they'll be the first to get the 4th one. So, yeah. This morning they were so eager they were quick to give off all over. Skipping them. How long does that actually go up, as of the one each day then? How long is that for?
Actually 12 hours because they like to stay at certain seats. Yeah, I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You got the prettiest eyelashes.
Oh, yeah, we're getting back up.
So we need to know all about our old friends.
Simba. National Park, where he was found.
Incredible.
I know.
Your rambunctious.
So she's the one that is
Yeah.
through the fence and really.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. No, she wasn't. She's not the one who was trying to fence. She.
It's Sue's turn.
Linda.
Oh, goodness.
Hello, how are you?
Part of that. Little tiny trunks.
Hello.
Oh, aren't you handsome?
Got an itch?
Try to look.
Just get nervous back.
These guys have been going around in circles.
We gotta go close. Circling. There you go. Do 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 do.
They're gonna shave it every year.
He went this way. Other way.